Hello everyone, this is Laminda and I've decided to do the Project 2 spaceship interface. This is my setup and running the simulation. The simulation is running already. Without the switch depressed, you can see that the green light is on and the two red lights are off. The two red LEDs are off. However, when I press the switch, the green LED turns off and the two red LEDs turn on and off, sort of like a ping pong between each other. And then if I let go, the green light turns on again. So here's my code. The switch state I've assigned equal to 0. This is just essentially just a variable that I've named with the capital S here. And that's important because throughout the code, this should be identical, including the capitals, just like MATLAB. The void setup is the initial code that runs only once, and it's within these two brackets here. So this bracket here, and this is the code in between. Now, this code here is I'm basically defining a input and an output. So here I'm saying that the outputs are the LEDs, whereas the input is the switch. And for this case here, the output is the green LED. Here, the output is the red LED. And here also, the output is the red LED. So this is, again, this is the input, this is the pin. And right, as you can see here, this is pin number 3, 4, 5, 2. And then this is the output. The output should be the corresponding LED that's wired to the pin. So this void loop is where most of the code is, and it's between this bracket and this bracket. So that's basically the rest of the code. And this runs in a loop. I'm defining, so again, this switch state comes up, and I'm setting that equal to digital read, and in the number 2 pin. So this is basically saying, this is basically what this does is check whether there's voltage on the pin itself. So in pin number 2, it's checking if there's actual voltage. The switch state here, I'm saying when it's low, that so low basically means off. So when the switch is off, this is saying that the number 3 pin, aka the green LED, should be on. And as you can see, that's the case here, right? So I'm not pressing the switch and the green LED is on. Here, this is saying that this pin should be off, so the number 4 pin. So if you follow the number 4 pin, that's for this red LED here, and that should be off, right? So you can see it says low. And same goes for the red LED that's attached to the number 5 pin. That's also low. So that basically says that if the switch is off, then the green LED should be on and the 2 red LEDs should be off. And that's the case here. And this is sort of like vice versa. So this is saying if this, then if this, then you do this. However, if this is not the case, then you have this else line here and you do this. And so in this case, it's saying if the switch is on, then you will do the following functions, which is for the number 3 pin, this is going to turn off, which is the green LED will turn off. And if I press the switch, the green LED, it does indeed turn off. And if I let go, it turns on again. And the number 4 pin will turn on, and the number 5 pin will turn on as well. However, these will actually So actually in this line, it's saying to turn off the red LED, but then when I go back into this line, it's actually telling it to turn on. But in between, there's also this delay factor of a quarter of a second. So 1,000 would be 1 second, 250 would be a quarter of a second. And so that's saying that between the green turning off and these turning on, there should be a 0.25 second delay. And the same with the actual ping-ponging in between the red LEDs. There should also be another quarter of a second delay. So going back to this, you can see that this is sort of like a flip-flop. If you look at these two lines and these two lines, this line is telling this number 4 LED to turn off. This line is telling the number 4 LED to turn on. And in this case, the number 5 to turn on, and the number 5 here to turn off. And that's where the ping pong is, because this is a loop. So it's just going to go back and forth and turn on and off, turn on and off, as you can see here. And then the last thing is this curly bracket is going to end the actual loop of this code. And that is my project.